Donald Duck deliberately smashed the handle of his axe against a rock. He hoped this trick would convince his unscrupulous boss to give him a day off. But just as he thought he had pulled it off and turned to leave, the big dog suddenly yanked him by the neck and dragged him back. Then, Donald watched in shock as the dog blew the wood chips away, placed the axe on a stump, and struck it. In an instant, a brand new axe handle was ready. Terrified, Donald had no choice but to obey and start chopping wood. However, he swung the axe too hard, sending it flying through the air and almost hitting his greedy boss. Luckily, quick-thinking Donald jumped out of the way just in time, avoiding the risk of being noticed by the big dog. As he struggled to saw through a tree, the saw suddenly got stuck. He tried to force it through with brute strength, but it rebounded unexpectedly, slamming him into the boss. Feeling embarrassed, promised that it wouldn't happen again, but in the very next second, he accidentally cut through a branch that fell straight onto the inspecting big dog. Furious, the dog couldn't take it anymore, and kicked Donald hard. With the duck straining to lift the steel saw, he suddenly transformed into a woodpecker, bringing the entire tree crashing down. The big dog shivered in fear and looked back, only to be crushed by the massive falling tree. After being tricked like this repeatedly, the big dog had had enough. He immediately charged after Donald. Seeing this, Donald panicked, rushed onto the track, and hopped into a small cart to escape. But the big dog relentlessly pursued him. Just as it seemed he would be caught, Donald twisted his body to dodge the attack. He thought curling his tail would keep him safe, but unexpectedly, the big dog thrust a long spear toward him. The duck's cart frame was completely destroyed, forcing him to support the wheels with his own body. Seeing this, the big dog wasn't about to let him get away. It heated the spear using the wheels, preparing a deadly strike. But Donald not only dodged the attack with his backside, he also turned it into a fan to cool the spear back to its normal temperature. Then, taking advantage of the dog's distraction, he smashed a piece of coal onto him. The enraged dog accelerated in pursuit, but Donald noticed a nearby track switch, pulled the lever, and in the next second, the unsuspecting big dog changed tracks and slammed directly into a train. With dozens of holes punched into the carriages, Donald Duck finally managed to escape from the clutches of his greedy boss.